Yo, what's up guys, your boy Tony Shen. My MPK mini controller finally came in the mail. Thanks to the guys at Sweetwater. They gave me some free candy too, which is totally not suspicious at all, but there we have it. The reason I ordered this mini controller is because it's just like a lot more compact. I can bring it around to like sessions and stuff, so it's easy to carry around. And also it's just a lot easier to like access all the knobs and like the drum pads and stuff, which come really handy for like sound design sessions, which is the whole point of this video. All of the sounds that I design in this sound design session are gonna be free for all of my subscribers. I'm gonna put out a loop kit featuring all of these sounds that I'm gonna come up with. I know this isn't an unboxing video, but I'm always super excited to like open up new stuff. So let me just open this with my handy letter opener. Nice. Made me happy, made me smile. Ooh. This is like a super light controller. It's like you can do this to it. You can hold it with one hand. Super compact, easy to fit in my backpack super easily. Now another reason I got this, in addition to just like the keyboard, is the software that it comes with. It comes with a few licenses, so check that out. It comes with a mini grand piano, I think, and some e-pianos and some other cool stuff, so we're gonna check that out. And yeah.
Alright, what's going on guys? Your boy Tony Shen. Basically today I spent the entire day doing sound design, making my own loops, writing melodies, even doing drums and stuff. Like I have a few drum loops prepared. Basically this is all part of my kit to thank all of my subscribers. Recently I've been getting a lot of love and a lot of support from my subscribers. I read every single one of these comments and I take them very seriously. And I've been just feeling a lot of love, and I want to give back to all of the support you guys have given me by providing this new loop kit for you guys to use. Basically the idea is, I used a lot of sounds that you normally wouldn't hear. Like I used a lot of VSTs that aren't as common. I did a lot of my own unique sound design, so I didn't really rely on presets and everything. And I also used, some guitar sounds that you guys don't usually hear me play. I used a lot of like crazy effects chains and stuff like that. So lots of automation and lots of like cool, weird, jargony sound design things that you wouldn't really have access to, or unless, you're super into sound design, and just like really unorthodox stuff. So what I want to do with this video is kind of show you some of my favorite melodies that I came up with and some of my best loops that I made, and show you guys. And everything again shown in this video, in addition to like other stuff, is all going to be free for my subscribers. I'm going to drop the link in the description for you guys to download. It's just a way of saying thank you to all of my subscribers. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. You can claim the kit either way, but it just really helps me out and really helps my channel grow if you hit the subscribe button and show some love on this video by hitting the like or dropping a comment on what you guys want to hear next. Anything would really help, and all my love goes out to all the upcoming beat makers on the internet. So with that being said, I'd like to first kind of show you the contents of this pack, and then just go over some of my favorite melodies. So let's get straight to it. First, we're gonna go through the kind of like the contents of this. I included FLP. That's just for my own reference in case like I need to pull up any more sounds for my project. So I wouldn't really include that. Let's start with the drums. So first, part of the reason I got this Akai Mini is because the drum pads are just a lot more fluid, and they also have the software that lets you connect to like basically like an MPC player. It's super effective for making finger drums and like doing more groovy type drums. So I included a bunch of groovy drum loops for you guys. So there's that. And then also, just for a limited time, my Tony Shen Slap Pack Volume 2, I usually don't give it out for free. It's actually part of another kit that you guys can buy. But just for you guys, just for all of my subscribers and all my fans, I'm making it free for you guys. So I'm including Tony Shen Slap Pack Volume 2 in this Tony's Toy Box loop kit that I'm giving out for everyone. If you guys see some of my other videos, I've used this drum kit in some other videos, but it just has more sounds. Like, I think the kicks are are my favorite part of this kit. And also I got some nice perks and the FX. I decided to keep it easy, but this is like my signature laugh sound that I use in all my beats. So you guys have access to that as well. So Tony Shen Slap Pack Volume 2 is included in this kit. But the best part is the melody kits. Now I have over, I think 14 or 15. Like very spacious stuff. So I put a lot of focus on the sound design just to make it sound like it's something that you would never hear in other kits, that I want to make it as distinct and make it sound as unique as possible, and also make it like easy to use. So it's something not too crazy, like not just some random, you know, frog noises or whatever, like a lot of these experimental type producers. Like I still want to make it easy for you guys to use, but I wanted to make it sound distinct. So now let's go through some of my favorite melodies and kind of show you the sound design process and like, you know, just break down everything that I did. So this one is called Rise. Here's, you know, kind of like the sample. So the thing that I like to emphasize about this melody is the amount of progression that you have. Like it takes you from one end to the other end, and there's just a lot of direction within these few bars, right? So I'm gonna start out using Serum. I'm pretty sure I designed the sound myself. I wanted to give it kind of like a human touch to it. So I just wanted like a very ambient pad that has movement within each note. You see how like the waveform's kind of like modulating throughout. There's just a lot of movement and change to each and every note. And another thing I did was I linked a lot of these macro knobs, these macro controllers, to my MIDI controller. And this gives me the ability to like change certain features while it's recording and while it's exporting, right? So here, I'll just play the pattern by itself. So this knob right here, this controls the depth of the LFO. So it starts off at a 100 and then I kind of like decrease it throughout to give it that movement. Right? And then the second thing I did was I also automated the amount of halftime that was being, so as you get, if I just solo this, you hear how it slowly becomes more halftime. It becomes like half sped. And by the time we get to this pattern, it's completely half sped. So, yeah, again, I use the knob to like control the mix level of the halftime, and I slowly brought it up. It's just a way of making subtle but like impactful changes to the way a certain melody moves and progresses. Yeah, that's like the first melody I wanted to break down. Okay, the second project I want to show you is this. Here, I'll preview it. I created like another pad thing that's like very ambient, but also has movement. So the second part of this melody is the guitars. Now, the reason I included this guitar is because I feel like on my videos, I don't really show off me playing guitar that much, or I don't really teach guitar to like in my videos, just because I feel like if you're just getting into production and you're kind of like new to music and you haven't played guitar before, there's no reason why you should invest like additional money into a guitar and then, you know, spend more time learning how to play it. But I decided to add one here because I want you guys to have access to like nice sounding guitar sounds that match well with other melodies. And this is like a perfect instance for me to do it. Like, I'll show you guys how I mixed it. So here's what the raw audio sounds like. So it sounds alright, but I added RC retro color to give it that vintage vibe. And then Valhalla Plate might be like my new favorite reverb. Like, I love Valhalla Vintage Reverb, but Valhalla Plate just gives it that like more analog, like steel type feel to it. And it just, I like that texture of the reverb a little bit more. So I've been using Valhalla Plate. This is kind of like a flanger, and it adds that like, you know, flange to your guitar sound. And then I just EQ'd it a little bit. But the third thing that I added was a bass. And I've been using this plugin called Isotope Iris. I feel like not as many producers know about it and they don't use it as often, but it's pretty dope. The only thing is it takes up a lot of like CPU on your computer, but it's a really dope sounding VST. It's pretty much like a sampler. You like drag and drop samples into the thing and you can like edit it here. And yeah, it's like a sample manipulation plugin. So yeah, those are the three sounds within this melody. Now I'm going to show you one more melody. It might be one of my favorites. Okay, so the last melody I'm going to break down for you guys is this one called Space Lullaby. Just because like I kind of geek out over analog sounding stuff. There's this free VST that I found called I forgot what it's called, FB 3300 or whatever, and it mimics like one of those vintage polyphonic synthesizers from, you know, back in the day. Has some amazing sounds. Like, I just play with the presets, but it's not something that you would typically hear. It's not like really commonly used by anyone. So here's a demo of it. Yeah, so it's a nice, you know, spacey galactic type melody. So let's break it down. First thing I did was I used this, you know, this is like the main synth. This is like key preset that I used. Again, all these are just presets, but let's look at the processing. So yeah, again, I added some RC retro color and just basic EQ. Again, the RC retro color, it just brings out a type of warmth that can't really be replicated with digitalized plugins. So the second melody within here is the lead. If you can look at the pattern right here, there's a little bit of like, I played around with the mod wheel because it actually integrates with your mod wheel. So yeah, if you play around with the mod wheel, you know, turning up the mod wheel up and down like opens up the synth, and there's this like wobbly effect. Yeah, pretty cool stuff, right? And then again with the mix, RC retro color, and then with the effects rack, I added this Echo Boy delay just to give it a little bit more texture behind the lead. Yeah, and then some basic EQ, and then the Valhalla Plate reverb. And then I added this analog bass. Just give it more, you know, bottom end in the melody. I added a little bit of decapitator, which is this like saturation slash distortion plugin, and it just brings out the high end. Like here's what it sounds like without it, and then with it on, just gives it more oomph, right? And then there's a little bit of EQ to make everything else mesh well together. So yeah, those are the 3 melodies I wanted to break down, is just to kind of preview the pack for you guys, so you guys know what you're dealing with, even though it's free. So it was also for me to kind of spend one day without worrying about finishing a beat from start to finish. And I just wanted to focus on one thing and refine one skill that I have. But I hope you guys enjoyed this kit. I put a lot of effort into this. It took me, the entire day plus countless other hours and tweaking variables and doing sound design and stuff. So I hope all of that work is adequate enough to show my appreciation, because again, I wouldn't be here without your support, and just seeing how much this channel has grown and the amount of engagement I've been getting on my videos just really makes me happy. It really means a lot to me that I'm able to do that. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Again, if you're new to this channel, you can still grab this kit. Just make sure to leave with the subscription on, and yeah, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much. Peace out.